Right, so hopefully you can press pause, give this a bit of a shot before you watch the solution. Now for the solution, let's go particle B. We've got 2t t plus k, and then 3t minus 1. That's my I, that's my j, and that's particle B. Particle A is going to be t plus 7, t and t plus 1. The distance between, so there's particle A and there's particle B on our Cartesian plane. The distance between them is going to be a vector. So how do you find this as a vector? It's going to be one of those position vectors minus the other. So let's just go, the resultant vector is going to be that minus that. So 2t plus 1 minus t plus 7 is going to be t minus 6. T minus t is 0, so that's just k. 3t minus t is 2t minus 2. So there's our ijk. So that's the vector between the two particles, and I want the distance between the two particles, so that's going to be the square root of there we go. Now the question does say that there is a minimum distance between the two particles. So we know that there's a minimum distance. So let's just do this in a different colour. So how do I find a minimum distance? I'm going to differentiate and set it equal to 0. So let's just go d dx of that. I know there is a minimum, and minimums happen when the slope is 0, and because it's TeX active, I'm going to go solve n. Interestingly enough, the minimum distance is independent of k, so no matter what k is, you're going to get an answer. The minimum distance happens when t equals 2. So that's independent of k. So we know the minimum distance happens at t equals to 2, and we want that distance to be equal to 6 units. So when t equals 2, d equals 6. Now this was our d function. So that's what we had before. So all I'm going to do, all you really need to do is to go, hey, that d isn't d, it's 6. And these t's are 2. So we're going to substitute. T is 2. T is 2. And we are going to solve for k. So in nsolve, you're going to get k equals plus or minus 4. So that's a nice TeX active one, because calculator does all the work. That could be a TeX free. It's not really that hard to do without a calculator. It just takes a bit of extra time. And there you go. That was fun. Hey, make sure you do it if you